Hello everyone, and welcome back once again to Voices of the Void. Last time we finally got sick of Eerie's devilishness and built her a containment unit, even as we broke free of our own. And so I think more out-of-bounds exploring is going to be on the table for today, as well as hunting for more of those tile pieces, which you guys have given me some suggestions for where to start. There's a few things I want to address, and a few more fan things that I also need to address. See, remember last time I had trouble getting the printer to work? Well, that is now fixed, and you guys have submitted more than ever to make this place more like home. I do love just how much this space has changed, and how we've gone from desperately trying to appear sane to having a pile of wood-chipped mannequins in the open garage and half the base literally glowing green. But anyways, we have got some stuff to work on, and even though we do now have the ability to print more, the creator of some of the models we already made asked me to have a closer look at some of them, so I'm not sure what you mean by that. How you two doing? Keeping an eye on her? That's good. Honestly, even with you within these walls, I really don't trust you, since I know you're carrying a lighter and you've got the grin to prove it. So we printed two objects. We printed the clicker, which... FBC replica. Okay, so we don't actually have the clicker, which makes sense. We don't want to make this too easy on ourselves. Ah, that is such a cool detail. And it really goes to show just how personalized this playthrough really is. What about you? Have you got anything for us? Nothing. Why would you do this? Oh, that is so funny. It's such schmuck bait. Okay, well, as long as we're sitting here, and as long as we don't have any what's the word for the predecessor, but the one after you? What do you? Never mind. Just the next person. We need to make sure there's no next person after us. Let's go ahead and fix that. Of course, we've got more fan art to adorn these walls with, but we'll do that over the course of the episode. In the meantime, in testing, I discovered that this printer can actually, you know, just like a real 3D printer, take kind of a while to get anything done. It's a process. So let's start with something simple. And we're probably going to spend like a lot of the episode just kind of like leaving this to do its thing, but in the meantime, I kind of want to check on the status of our work. Yeah, I know you're not happy. We'll get you some more food in a little bit. Okay, we've got nothing. We are starting from scratch. We're also going to have to get some more drives. We are actually really low on the essentials. Spooky. Sounds spooky. I'm not sure what makes this frequency, but it doesn't sound friendly or good, whatever it was. You know, that might be the first real acknowledgement you've given me. And we only need 2 signals for today. Of course, we're going to try and send out more. But really, we've just got a lot more freedom than ever. We've got a baby, we've got a babysitter. Man, who'd thought we'd end up taking care of this thing? You know, sometimes I forget that you literally crawled your way out of the ground after I performed some kind of grotesque meat ritual. Which I suppose isn't too dissimilar from how it actually happens. I'm not going to continue down that train of thought. Point is, I used to think that I would have to desperately try and prove my position on these things. And now I don't think I could keep it a secret if I tried. And yet somehow I'm still not being acknowledged. Only in the slightest ways, and only now. We're gonna have to find some... I guess that means that the prop is done. I'm gonna have to find some way of getting your playpen lit. Maybe I'll dangle something from the ceiling, I don't know. I just need it to be so that you're not going to set it on fire. I have the feeling that you're like a prisoner. You've got nothing but time to plan, and if you have even the slightest inkling of an opportunity, you'll take it. How are the Transformers doing? A couple of them are kind of low. They could use a visit, but that can wait until morning. We got a great sleep. although somewhat restless over at the Ariral camp. Ariral? Please, someone tell me. But let's go have a look at our thing. It is complete! Oh, that is so cool. I mean, I know I say it every time, but I just love the ingenuity of this community. Now the question is, where do we keep it? Well, probably near our desk, right? Right thereabouts looks good. That way we can see the design, and we'll start on something new. We had some nutso stuff pass over yesterday, and the weirdest thing about this to me is simply the fact that it did not show up on radar at all. And you know what else didn't show up on radar? And I'll show some footage if I only have it. Look at that, it looks like Independence Day. Apparently we were visited by something else as well. I didn't see it. It actually appeared on camera when we weren't able to save, when we were woken up. But unfortunately, it wasn't there when I looked up because of the lip, and it wasn't there when I looked down from the camera because it was obscured by the radio tower, but there was a flying saucer that appeared. Anyways, there goes our next things. And it's time for the episode-lead distribution of the fan art. Let's just get in there before any of this stuff clips into itself. I think we can have another screen right about here. I cannot escape no matter where I go. Oh man, I'm gonna be seeing this guy in my dreams. You know, I can't believe I got through the entire Kinetopet video and never made a Justice joke. Literally of the same kind. I think this is a good one to go right over here. Since it's a reflection of what goes on in this room when I'm not here, I like to imagine. And I guess we'll have a look at some of what else I put up. We have officially joined the Shrimp Club. I believe that's been the case ever since we became bestest friends. We expanded this wall a little bit. Look, it's us with the Kerfuses, old and new. And this one, I think, is best suited to go right over our bed. A silent protector. These same beings literally feed us yogurt right in this very spot. Can you believe that? Let's try out this soda Dr. Penny. If nothing else, it'll be a decent source of metal scrap, right? One of you must have broken. It wasn't that great, although it did help keep us awake, I suppose. I want to start using some of our metal and electronics scrap to try and make a cooler. I want to expand our crypto mining operation. You deserve this, and unfortunately this thing is displaying as huge. I'm not sure how I would go about changing it. But really, honestly, after all you've been through, it feels like the least I can do. I really do feel like these mushrooms just growing up within our base is just a passive-aggressive way of chiding us for not cleaning up. I accidentally ate, which, while tasty, does poison us. Oh, you're done. We've got a whole bunch of new drives, so that's okay. There we go. One of you also told me that these things here generate literally no value when sold, and that we might as well just destroy them completely. In fact, it may even be better to just... Yep, there we go. That's the meta way, is to just hit it on surfaces a lot of times. Some of you actually said that if we could find a way to get roaches, that we should sell them. I could be completely misremembering that, but I feel like somebody said that at some point. And we do have a whole lot of dead ones in here, which, if we hadn't already made Killjoy, I would suspect might mean there might be some deadly source of radiation. I mean, it makes sense that the ones here got squished by whatever was dropped by the drone. What about the ones over by the workbench? Anyway, here, just take 10 roaches. What do you give me for these, Rick Harrison? Please tell me that counts as inside. Eerie. Eerie, please tell me that counts as inside. Yeah, that's what I thought. You're like a cat's ears. A cat's ears when... You know when cats do that thing where they're making a big show of the fact that they're ignoring you. Oh wow, I've really been up all night just sort of setting things up. I gotta get some more printer stuff going. I want to see if there's a more efficient way to put things in the drive bay. Hang on, so if I just stand over you with my 20 drives... working to an extent. Okay, that mostly worked, to save me some time at least. Yep. Okay, that should work. Now, I had to Google this because apparently the information on the note that you find at the Trash Kingdom is outdated, but we also need a couple of accumulator batteries, which is actually... I mean, we're kind of burning through a lot of our money today, but it's all in the service of getting more money. 150 each. We actually can't do this right now. Okay, so more coolers will be tonight's job. We've got plenty, and, well, we've got more coming in. I keep thinking of myself as, like, practically retired, but remember, we're not done yet. There's still, like, another week worth of events left to go through. And a whole week's worth of signals to listen to. Dial-up or spacebound carnival music? You decide. Although that little dip in the waveform right there is kind of interesting. Then again, I'm not paid to interpret data, I'm just paid to push the buttons and get spooked. Okay. Well, Eerie is gonna have to be on her own for a little while, because you need to go get the reports, which will enable me to go explore Out of Bounds some more. Actually, there is one other thing that I want to look at first. But, yep, you go. I can't find the exact comment right now, but one of you gave me, well, another riddle telling me where I might find some more things, but even though it was kind of hard to decipher, it did leave one thing pretty clear. You said that the results are not uniform. So that's where we're heading next. Another of you just straight up told me, go under the tree and look up. Okay, I'm looking up. Huh. I don't know what I'm supposed to see, but you know what? Actually, I wonder if there's anything in that hollowed out spot. Wait. Get up there, you. Oh, well, we could climb it. We could always do that. No, nothing in here. I was lied to by children's shows. I was always told there's always an owl in one. You know, I don't see anything up here in the tree but me. But maybe you want me to do like a Viet Cong-style ambush on the aliens when they come? I mean, I suppose they won't expect it. It would be some nice payback, but alright, let's head towards uniform. I'm not sure what you want me to see. Let's go. Thank you, Killjoy, finding me out here by the transformer. And that's good. I actually have one other stop to make while I'm out here. In the meantime, let's pat you. And are there any servers that need fixing? God, it is so useful having an assistant. Off you go. Some of you in the Discord said that I had to find a way to prove to them that we are not so different. Not just in terms of our values, but in terms of our appearance as well. And so, I present to you this abomination. This community drives me to drink. According to you guys, there should be something to find in the uniform area. And I'm gonna want to get to the bottom of it. Wow, that save came at a really creepy time. Every time it happens, I feel the game hitch a moment before it starts, and it makes me think that something is happening. But to be honest, I think I actually have vague memories of finding something here in an earlier season. So hang on, let's have a look around the edges down there. There we go. Okay, I knew it was something like this. Awesome. There should only be a couple of these things left. This is by far the most headway I've ever made with this puzzle. There's no way I'm finishing this series without doing at least that. But one thing I really have to ask for is advice on finding those last skeletons, because look, I've gone ahead and just like looked it up. Not looked up the answer, but just like looked to see what the wiki has to say, and it gave coordinates, which I'm not gonna go hunting down the last skull just like going thing to thing. So I'd really like some hints in that regard. I actually know the location of another one, but we can't get it out of the well. So maybe it lies just with solving that. Maybe we already have our answer. Oh, you must have been fixing servers inside the base. Okay, that's fine. I'm just going to start on printing our next thing, and I'm gonna do this because it's gonna take a while and I'm gonna be gone for a while. Come on, we need you back watching your little sister as soon as possible. Hey, you again. What was that? That wasn't on here, was it? Huh. I swear I just heard a splash. Ahti, you alright in there? I mean, I know we're getting to the tile puzzle before you, but it doesn't mean you can't be patient. Alright, I'm gonna send this out now so that we don't have another late night rushing back. I thought in the beginning that we're eventually gonna replace all our batteries with the accumulators, but they're just so expensive and the others so cheap that there's really no point. In the meantime, we do have something else that we need to put up somewhere. Where's a nice big wall? I think that'll do, right next to the Ariral art. You there? Nope, none of yous. None of yous. There we go. You guys really do know how to come together when it counts. There we go, let's just put that up a little bit higher, covering the vents because, well, it's not like those vents are used for ventilation anyway. Oh, please come home, Edgar. I just want to know what they're doing to you. But we'll be taking our job away for the day, which means we are free of responsibilities. Let's have some coffee and get going. Here we are, and now we can make a note on the map that it is just beyond Yankee. So that makes things a bit easier for us, and we're gonna start... I don't know, maybe we'll head in the opposite direction. Some of you did tell me that that was the only tile that's out of bounds, but I still think that there's probably more. Actually, I'm still kind of weirded out by that one random MRE that was near the tile. I'm not sure what that was about. There's our boundary. And let's continue hugging the wall. I feel like those spiral... You hear that? For a second I swear I heard what sounded like glass breaking. Yeah, let's just go on momentum and not drown ourselves out with engine sounds. Silent drifting through the outer woods is kinda spooky, even in broad daylight. You always feel like you're in something's hunting ground when you're out here. It's just wrong. But it's the nature of this game. It understands that it's the nature of players to try and escape the boundaries and do what the game doesn't want you to do, and, well, it actually accommodates that to a degree. I'm realizing that we can probably see the invisible wall by... Oh. I was gonna say that maybe the grass would be a hard barrier, but it seems not. Nope. I was gonna say we're actually getting pretty far. Let me pull ourselves out of this. There we go. Hello, Gate. Long time no see. Some of you told me that it is actually possible to break down the door. So we'll try it. I don't know how much I believe that, but we can certainly try. There's a mushroom there. So I guess those things grow out here. I also wonder, should I be... What happens if we use the metal detector? Because I gotta remember to use this at all the major locations. And nothing close. But what kind of sounds will it make if... I think the sounds are going to be the key determining factor. Let's just pop a save. Okay, maybe. It actually does break. Okay. Wow, so then not only do we get a new clock to replace the one that we lost, but we also can see what's here. Nothing in that box. Nothing in this box. Some really groovy posters that I suppose are indicative of the era it was abandoned in. We can eat the drive. Hang on. Does it have a description? Analog drive carries signal data for storing, further processing, or selling. Am I to understand that it was a cake? I don't understand that I maybe shouldn't have done that. Maybe I should have brought it back and tried to put it in the thing. Oh, you're not a safe. You're just a regular drawer with nothing in it. Huh. Well, at least we have a free shovel if we ever need one, and some litter. And it is starting to get pretty late, but this trip has already been fairly worthwhile. I mean, that's a mystery that's been dangling in front of us the entire time. I always thought there's got to be some way to get in there. Lo and behold, you just got to think to do it. And the thing is, it's logical, but it's not logical within video game logic. And this game has such, like, a huge cross-section of video game and rational logic that it really just wants you to try everything, I feel like. It's a game where you can experience a lot on your own, but to really find everything, to really know everything, it's a community effort. It's really something that encourages discussion, which I think is why people get so excited about this. Well, one of several reasons. Oh boy, we can't be out here without looking to the tree. Hello, once more. Whatever it is you want me to see seems to elude us. I mean, you did say it's really rare. It's just one of those things we've always got to be looking out for. Oh, I've actually just realized when we're out here, we're not even on our own map. This place is basically the Bermuda Triangle, and we're in the center. Oddly enough, in the eye of the storm where it's safest, so that the dominoes can fall like a house of cards. Checkmate. Wait, are we up in the top corner already? Huh, that didn't feel like it took long at all. I think up here somewhere is actually where we found that tile piece. And maybe not, because there goes the grass. Yep, there we go. Yeah, ghost riding the invisible wall. How fun is that? Okay, it's becoming kind of difficult to tell where I can and cannot travel. It's kind of the way of things up here. I'm not seeing anything that would catch my eye. Oh, really nothing to catch my eye, as in it literally doesn't. Look at this fog that's rolling in. And next to the fence I can see I'm literally on the opposite side of where I need to be, so we should probably step on it. Time to kill or no, I'd rather not be stuck out here after dark. Ooh. Okay, I don't believe I've seen this before. Oh wait, on the other side of this should be where that sign is, right? Oh, don't you start, you ominous hum on the soundtrack. I don't need you right now. You're the last thing I need. The thing I need right now is superhuman Dr. Kale's strength. Come on, let's go, let's go, let's go. Yeah, we can hang out with that sign. I don't know why I consider that some crazy momentous occasion, but it sort of feels like it is. Alright, we need to get you where we can use you, because you have an easier time with these slopes than I do. I'm making sure not to lose any more valuable equipment this side of the fence. Oh no, you're in your own little thing. Hang on, I wonder if I can... Well, we'll save, but I wonder if I can climb back in from this side. It does not seem that I can, so why are you in your own enclosure? Why is it that the fog out here looks like a type of fog I haven't even, like, seen before? This is very, very different, and it's freaking me out just a little bit. I mean, that sign on the tree lifting the fence kind of seemed like a joke, but what if, you know? I mean, it's this developer. What if we go a little bit beyond? I mean, just because we haven't really been in this corner before. This is reminding me of a certain staircase in a certain basement from last season. And there we are, just sticking into the corner. Okay. Let's get going then. Yeah, no, we've not experienced anything like this in our playthrough. What is going on with this fog? I keep feeling like I'm gonna start seeing a legendary ghost light in the distance or something. Something that keeps beckoning me further and further off the path. Game, why'd you do that? Game, now? Really? And this is where the river splits. Right off the lower end of the base. Okay, at least I know where I am now. I'll tell you one potentially good thing about the fog. If we see a red glow anywhere as we make our way around the fence, we'll at least know that it's probably our missing alarm clock, because, you know, that's the thing we really need to worry about. Not getting ourselves home safe. I mean, who knows the crazy stuff we might have missed in this late game. That's actually one good reason why I shouldn't be too far away. I wonder what happens if some massive event happens while you're literally outside of bounds. Seeing weird flickers in the fog up ahead. Oh. Careful not to hit any trees. The last thing we need is to send our stuff sprawling. Have to pick it all up and nail it back on in the dark. Increasingly, the only thing showing us the fog is our headlights as the sun descends below the horizon. What time is it anyway? 4 hours to midnight. You know, I heard rumors at one point about creatures that only hang out here at night. And we didn't spend this long out here in the dark last time, so, you know, another one of those things to make me at least just a little bit nervous. Oh god, what am I descending into? We must be... Actually, yeah, we're right on top of the cave cliff. Still no sign of our clock, but the way in, yep, should be right here. And we need to go back and make sure that she hasn't burned the whole thing down. You know who I mean. Wait, something here? And just a piece of trash. I'm starting to think maybe we should, we really should put a camera on this thing. I've been wondering if it does anything at 3:33, and I've just forgotten for so long. I know there's got to be more to this. Wait. It is terribly faint. Like, you probably won't even hear it on recording, but I could swear I could hear like a low rumble. Not like the wisps though, it was something different. Well, I'm sure it's fine. I love the way the base illuminates the fog like that. It's just, it's such a welcome sight. I really hope I remember to lock my doors, though, or you never know what got in the meantime. Oh. And it seems like our 3D printing project is finished. So, what do you say we bring it outside? Since Edgar is still not returned to the job, we could use a stand-in. So thank you to Hersicle, the creator of the Deep Blood mod for Minecraft, for creating this guy right here. And maybe we'll just kind of lean you against the tree until the morning, because I really don't feel like figuring out a way to nail you down right now. There you go. I'm gonna try and get at least a little bit of sleep in. But before we do that, some of you said that we really need to try getting some cleaning done around here, and I could not agree more. Especially if we're going to be using this chamber over here more often for our mining. So it's high time we finally did away with all of this junk. Which I thought I mentioned, but as some of you pointed out, these symbols... the weird watching symbol that's been making me get the creeps from this room the entire time, right above the tomb of our co-workers. Look who's done! Ah, you guys are awesome, and there was also a companion to go with this, so we'll get started on that print as well. That would be Mark, thank you. Just got a couple of more minor things to take care of, and then we'll get some rest. And we've really managed to work hard while hardly working, which is something I feel we've earned, you know? I mean, in the beginning, you're doing so much running around, barely staying ahead, and just the easiness compounds the easiness. This is incredible. This data helps explain so much about deep space field theory. We don't even know where to begin. There are flux patterns like we've never seen, and you can actually hear the shapes interacting. Okay, well, those are kind of the weakest signals we've sent you this entire time, and that's what you're excited about? Sleep under your watchful eyes. Man, how productive of a day has this been? And we're being fed. You know, I didn't think 40 was quite starving. But I always appreciate a visit from our friends, always. and that gives us plenty of time to just, I guess, work the night away. So I take it they like the shrimp then. Look at all these spoons that are just like piling up on this bed. That is so funny. Wait, where are you going? It's like an Italian romantic comedy. You running out of my house in the middle of the night, me yelling after you from the balcony. I had a candle for us. Actually, wait. Oh, wait, can we get you to... Hang on. Oh my god, we can actually... I think some of you might have told me this, but we can actually get you to carry the candle for us. Alright, go on patrol, will ya? There's probably a lot of uses for a feature like that. Sorry to leave you in the dark, Eerie. Oh, but that means our other plush is probably done. Hang on. Oh, nope, you are still going. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Yeah, actually, I remember you saying you accidentally made it too big, but you know what? We're rolling with it. But in the meantime, let's have a look at me. There we go. Where do we put you? Probably right top, right? Let's put you next to Argemia. You even stand up. That's really awesome. Okay, yep, do-doop. And right there should be good. You are very precariously balanced, but awesome. Oh, you guys are so cool. Oh, right, I'd forgotten we left that camera up there. Meanwhile, tower and pipe. I'm gonna go take the pipe one and bring it to the hole. In fact, I might do that tonight, since I have nothing else really to do. Meanwhile, this asteroid is finished. So we can start putting that away. I need to buy more mood lights. In fact, I was in a call with one of you the other day, and you came up with a pretty interesting use for the spotlights. So let's drop you there. Make sure you're going up to 3, and give you a listen. Nope. And it's that one again. Honestly becoming a meme at this point. You know, Keldroy, you're actually part of a pretty important science experiment right now. I want to see if you'll actually... No, where are you going? Do you just patrol, like, around me? That's one of the things I want to see, but I also want to know if that will go out while it's being held by you. Oh, huh. Keldroy, you're holding a candlelight vigil for Edgar. Makes sense. If I back away from you at a certain point, will you come back towards me? Okay, you really are the creepy butler now. You've even got the vest and the bow tie. It's crazy how things just work out in this game, isn't it? Maybe we'll even shut the lights off in here. I mean, Zim will still have plenty of room to breathe now that he's got the glow sticks, and you can be that creepy floating candle that just goes up and down the halls. Keldroy, you coming? Okay, hang on, wait. We haven't even started yet, but the detector is picking up something very strange. Okay, we definitely want info on this ASAP. We're already going to be ready to finish our job for the day. But I'm thinking, if anything I want to do outside, I'm going to have to expedite that process. Come on. You're like an object moving within a ring of some kind. Like you're bouncing back and forth inside. Keldroy, really need you back inside. I think we might be going into lockdown soon. Usually a weird signal like this means that something's coming. I mean, that would almost look like an eclipse if it weren't for something in the middle, unless... Unless you are an object moving in front of a star. And now you're hanging more in the middle. Okay, so that will go out. I'm really scared to... We can't pause. We cannot pause. Yep, so this is one of those times where we go into lockdown. You just hang out right there. You just hang out right there. We're gonna have a look at the cameras. Save error null. There is something going on. There is something going on over there. And I feel that we have to meet it head on. Oh, this is so dumb. This is so dumb, but we have to. You're not super fueled. We have some. Or maybe I should just run out. But I wouldn't be able to move much. And on top of everything, it's starting to rain as well. Hang on. I mean, whatever it is, there's every possibility that it's just heading our way. But we've got to be able to dive off of this thing at a moment's notice and get going. Oh no, it's actually in that direction. Okay, good thing I looked with my eyes. You know, it's crazy the insane crashes that I sometimes get into with this thing, and there's no issue whatsoever. And then sometimes I stub my toe and die. It's off in that direction. Actually, it's off in the direction of the gap in the fence. All right, let's move. We don't know how long this is gonna last for. Oh, it's like a Garry's Mod missing texture beaming down from the sky. In addition to the regular sky beams that are actually quite terrestrial. It looks like 4 distinct beams. We're starting to see the glow right here. What? What are you? What are you? What are you? What are you? Oh god, you're shooting at me! You're shooting at me! You're shooting at me! Run, 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 run. We do not have time to go back for the ATV. We'll die trying to get on. Okay. So not friendly. So not friendly is what we're learning. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Where can we go? That light over there might be the Trash Kingdom. Let's keep going. So much for our ATV, but we did get pictures. Maybe we should keep trying to make our way over there. I see lights up ahead. How did we get into this situation? I mean, we know how, but I honestly, there's so much more hostility in this game than I was actually expecting. Lulled me into a false sense of security. I forgot the one golden rule of horror games. I hear you. The "are you actually a thing" principle. You never know if something will actually attack you until it does. Horror games like to fake you out. This game's got a lot of fake out dangers, but not all of them. Okay, nope, just hanging out for too long gets us that treatment. Angriness. Angriness, angriness, angriness. Look, I know you're gonna do this, but I've got to get pictures where I can, right? There's another one over here. No! You're firing more rapidly now. Nope. Nope! There's also a whole bunch of you clustered in here. It's the hole! It's actually the hole. Okay, okay, nope, we're getting out of here. Okay, maybe I really was right about setting up a camera here. I should have, I'd be able to watch the whole thing. You guys will no doubt start chasing me now, right? I can't get a better angle from here. Okay, we're out. Unless... Oh, I'm so stupid. Come on. No. It stopped, and not only that... Oh god, not only has it stopped... The sky is completely dark again. Like before. Hang on. Okay, we need to work up a plan. Okay, we can be guided back to that. Hopefully those things aren't out there anymore. Can we, perchance, make our way back to the thing without getting lit up? Oh, it is so dark. I don't know if I'm going to be able to find it out here. I don't know if I'm going to be able to find it. Would it be over in this direction? Well, there's still lightning. I don't know if they've actually turned off the sky or if it's just the rain. They've opened up the hole. They were just guarding that process. Okay, we're not... Do we deal with this now? I'm gonna save. Warning, Kerfur Omega's holding an object. It will not save after reload. Take the object from their hands and try again. Okay, well, I really appreciate the warning. But in the meantime, let's get out of here. We'll deal with this later. Look at that image. The one open door with the light pouring out of it. Almost looks like a comfy, safe cabin, but it's just our job. I don't want to waste any more battery than I have to, but we actually don't even have the, we don't have the glow stick anymore. I must have left it in the vent. Ow. 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 Okay, back to flashlight it is. There's our ATV. Well, it's a good thing we weren't too far. And while we're out here, I do kind of feel like we should maybe have a visit to the Trash Kingdom. I just really don't want any of those Transformers going down while we're out here. Not while we're in the thick of this darkness. You're not helping, Sky. Things do seem to be letting up at least a little bit. What time is it? 7. Wait. It's already 7 a.m.? This is real dark for 7 a.m. How are you doing? 20, so it's actually very, very good that we got to you when we did. And, you know, it's a special kind of feeling seeing that it is at least getting brighter, because you fully expected that the sun truly wouldn't rise in the morning. Oh my god, this thing is still going. Oh, that is hilarious. Alright. Park you right here, because you could definitely use the charge. And we'll purchase those accumulators for what we're doing. As for you, Killjoy, at some point we'll get the visual of you carrying that thing around. But I think I'll take it off your hands for now. Hello? Seriously, you're not gonna... Can you please give me that? Okay, thank you. And as for Eerie... Well, she just sits in the corner. No talking, no crying, no moving. Now let's figure out what this signal is about, because I really think that I really think this is going to be the star of the show tonight. Gotta get that thing processed post-haste. all while we listen to you. We actually seem to hear things like this from asteroids fairly often, and I wonder if there's not a specific reason for it. Okay, well, been a while since we've had one of you up here, but I guess you can stay for now. Plus, we learned before that keeping you here counts as observed, so I guess we have every reason to. Speaking of, we do have to observe whatever's going on with that hole, so right away we're going to have to make a return trip, little as I'd like to. Oh! Can't figure out our location, huh? So am I to understand, then, that maybe you guys are the ones who have been messing with the tower? Well, two can play at that game. From up there, I'm capable of giving you guys the worst day of your life. How do you feel about skydiving? Not into the river, though, as I've been doing. No. Off you go. Huh, it's like a Disney villain death where we don't get to actually see you hit the bottom. In any case, we need you. Checking out the new guard, are you? Alright, well, why don't we give you a tour of the place, then? The first stop on our tour takes us to the garage bay, where we keep our visitor center. Here, why don't you go head first and have a peek at what's inside? Yeah, come on. It'll automatically flip you around. Well, I can dream. And there are our accumulator batteries, which are by themselves useless without an accumulator. Grab you. And we should be ready to build the first of our coolers. There we go, and it only cost 300 credits. And who said crypto wasn't an investment, though? Now, I'm a rich tech investor now, so I've got to have my in-home elevator slowly take me upstairs when it would have been far faster and more efficient just to walk. Isn't this just the life? Anyways, here we are in our company HQ. And if we go like that, we now have cooling, which means that we increase our efficiency and can probably add more GPUs, right? Hang on, let me just grab my stonks. You should now be done, and I am very interested to hear what you have to say. Was it just me, or did those sound like very cat-like sounds? And hopefully the boss likes what we found. But I would like to get a little bit more in the way of good boy points set up before we head out for the day. We gotta get some sleep as well. If we have a look at our photos... Wow, the thing we're running from in the center of that motion blur. Use that as the trailer for our movie. There's us discovering it. And in still motion, it really can't convey the creepiness of just barely slowly realizing that something was there. We got a bit of the beams coming down, and my prized possession, the image of the device cutting its way through. Or perhaps shooting something down, I don't know. before we head back to the hole, there is a camera that we need to reclaim, since we never actually saw any activity on here. Let's just get some air first. Come on, you. You need to come home right now. I still don't know what this is about, but given that the hole goes, well, pretty deep into the earth, maybe they're connected in some way. Yep. And knowing that you, a restricted area, are actually behind 2 fences, I'd really like to know— we can enter you! Oh, this is a metal detector sort of moment. I wonder what this place is all about. I mean, oh, what if it's a minefield? I just got the horrible feeling all of a sudden. I've never been in here before. I always thought this was just out of bounds. Is there anything to see? Huh. Oh, wait. This is a fenced-in area. Maybe this is what you were actually talking about when you said to go after something in this corner of the map at night. Okay, well, we'll revisit that. I'd still heard that it's only a sandbox thing, but we will revisit that, and we're gonna have to convert this to a sandbox save in the end anyway. Come on, we're close. Right there. Right there is all we need. Come on. A gas can! Wow! Well, that's quite a prize. Also, what about you? I mean, look, this doesn't seem safe, but maybe we could send you out? No? Okay. Well, if we can't have you, no one can. You're not... Wait, you're not an explosive mushroom? I think you are. We can eat you. Huh. Well, hang on just a minute then. Are you something else? Well, we didn't explode, so... I mean, I suppose that's good news, right? We got something else. I don't know if these are like randomly placed or if there's actually something that like dictates where the trash can spawn. But I know some of them at least are scripted. Okay, well, of course we're gonna be revisiting this whole area. But that'll have to wait until later. Of course, I'm always open to hearing any suggestions you might have about stuff we can do here, but yeah, this is a whole section of the map that already existed previously that I simply had no idea about. Or at least presumably this was all here. Alright, very carefully now. What's the deal with you? Oh, have they actually torn this segment of fence away? I think it might have just been barely turned down before. But what I think I'm gonna do here, call me foolish, is I'm gonna anchor myself down. And actually, no, I don't think I can do this while holding an item. So what we're gonna do at first, before we actually try and lower ourselves, is drop this. Okay, let's make sure you are activated. You got your light on. Down you go. And we're just gonna head back and leave it at that. See what happens. I think you might just be deleted, but we've got to try it this way first. Oh my god, it's still going. Oh, that is so funny. I have no idea what I'm gonna do with this thing. But, oh, yeah, right, we actually have to send Killjoy out. I'd completely forgotten about that. We've also got to get back on feeding our Gmia. I mean, that does pay off in the end, but I've just kind of neglected it for the past few episodes because I've been so focused. I don't know if what I've been doing can be called focus, but you get the idea. Killjoy. Job. Do. Some people might say I'm not appreciative enough. Oh wow, this has gotten so far down. I wonder if rain doesn't actually affect this. Like, I wonder if that's not what we're seeing when we see the things shift like that. But we can definitely make our download speed a lot faster, that's for sure. Oh, good. A normal signal. We don't get those often anymore. Now, how are we doing from here? I gotta figure out a way to get that husk to, like, really stand up properly. I couldn't get him to stand on the platform because I can't get him to stay still long enough to nail him down. Now, cameras. Carver, what are you up to? You're good. There is actually something down there. In fact, it looks like you may even be in a room. Wait, hang on. We can sort of use your physics to shimmy you along. Oh my god, this is so cool! Look! That must be where you fell down from, and... Yeah, this is a whole sarcophagus! Complete with some of their technology. Did you put that down there, or was it already there? Did you come to place something, or did you come to retrieve something? In any case, we're burning daylight. I don't want to do this in the dark. I think we should wait until tomorrow morning. Yeah, you... I'll have some toys for you soon. Are you almost done? I'm almost tempted to leave it just so that it can side-eye me every time I walk in here. That's beautiful. There you are. Thank you. And I'll just place this right back here. It's getting a little bit late now. It's just good having these safety nets, you know? Meanwhile, you are done. Actually, what am I doing trying to listen to you while the drone is dropping stuff off? Silly me. You get in there. I've actually gone ahead and ordered another graphics card. Because what's the point of building the cooler if we're not going to expand our rig, right? Make more money faster? Now, you again. Well, not much. Although there was a time that would have amazed and spooked me. And we'll put one more in the box towards our good boy points. You know, I recently ordered a graphics card for myself, and it's giving me like a real sense of dread that this is some kind of omen, just coming to pick up the delivery and finding it just like sitting PCB back on the floor. But on wood should be fine. Meanwhile, in the ultimate insult to injury, we're going to actually bag up the corpses of those mannequins and send them out for profit. Because, really, how else do you play Voices of the Void? Saw you back here before. Oh, right. You're the spooky drive, the one we found outside. Last time we took one of you in, you exploded. So that's one of the things that we're going to keep in mind for the future as a human who learns things and adapts from past experiences. However, we are absolutely going to be trying you again, so, you know, take that for what it's worth. Now we just add one more thing to you, and our Dogecoin empire expands. And how are we doing temperature-wise? still quite good. I can probably look up what the ratio is for coolers to GPUs, but for the time being, it seems like we're doing just fine. We can see our cooler in the back there now. And yeah, doing pretty good. There's also some trash down here, which I suppose we might as well take. I'll be honest, this place still gives me the creeps for some reason. Can't put my finger on why quite. Also, I don't think those are garbage bags. I think those are burnt MREs. I mean, honestly, everywhere I've left Eerie just bears the scars of her rampages. She does do wonders for clearing out all these big crates, but she just leaves all kinds of other messes in her wake. You know the night right before some big thing you have to do? Where you'd gotten used to the idea that, yes, I'm going to do this thing and I want to do it, but as it gets closer, you just can't help but be anxious. You just want it to be done with. That's how I'm feeling about tomorrow's trip to the hole. It's going to be really dangerous, and of course I'm going to save, but still. We've listened to this recording in the early hours of the morning, and yes, we did hear something otherworldly. Not going to read it out because you're still sending the same canned message, so I gotta wonder if these replies aren't just like the predicted text to, like, responses while you're driving. I don't really much care at this point. I'm doing this for me. What was that? Oh, you know what? I bet that was... I bet that was the Mark plush finally finishing. Okay, let's get down there, using this elevator that has to get some use in this series. Down we go. Oh, it'll be like a big dramatic reveal. My god. It's magnificent. And its adorable top hat appears to be getting snapped by Thanos at this moment. Oop. Oh wow, we could even use it as a mug. Okay. Well, what's a comfy home without an oversized plush? I mean, really. It doesn't even... It's so weird, it doesn't even want to sit completely up. What happens if we leave you in here with Eerie as a toy? As if I don't already know the answer, but let's do that for just a moment. Oh, right, we don't have the lighter anymore. Okay, we're gonna need another one of those. We want to keep using the candle. That's kind of the least of our worries. Hey, Eerie, you ever feel like somebody's watching you? Tell you what, actually, we do have a spare hook. What if we go like... This is so dumb. Oop. There we go. What if we just dangle you above the pen like a disco ball? I wonder if she'll be able to do anything with that. But this is just like, what a transformation this room has undergone since we first arrived, huh? Oh my lordy Lou. There's the last of the free drives. Let's try buying ourselves a candy. Candy Maltese. Gummy Sour, Candy Baka, and Nachotos. Yeah, I mean, I'm a chips kind of guy. Let's order it. Only 10? And just eat it off the floor like an animal. That was fine. A little underwhelming for 10 credits, but fine. I wonder if they ever run out. I don't think they do, but I suppose they might. Do we have anything else to get? Oh, we actually have... we actually have quite a few things we can do. Hello, giant roach on the wall back there. Don't think I don't see you. Okay, let's get started on one more. Oh, you're actually going, like, refreshingly quickly. So we'll have you pretty soon. Wait. If we take, like, an object or something... Do you think we'd be able to... you disappeared. I was gonna say, I wonder if we could, like, beam you from a distance. We're gonna be cool this time, right? You're gonna keep your mouth shut this time? None of that no more mama? as long as you can promise to behave. Actually, I think a pretty good place for you would be as a companion for Zim. I like that idea. He needs a little bit of muscle, you know? He is security, after all. Literally a fun house, I swear. Hey, Eerie, you hungry? I'm so tempted to just put you in the microwave sometimes. I don't think, like, you seem to have an inbuilt reputation system, but some of you said that it doesn't do anything yet. I have to say, though, we have slowly been fulfilling the comfy part of the creepy and comfy part of this. I mean, let's be real, I don't feel... Well, I was gonna say I don't feel any eyes from behind me anymore, but now there are literal eyes behind me, one of them hostile, and just a lot of obscure shapes in the dark, so maybe it would be better if I just retreat into my sauna with Ati for a while. How does any of this happen? So dynamic, so free-flowing, and yet all of this insane nonsense all just seems so rational and logical in the time. And it just builds to this completely incomprehensible picture, even to us. Nothing much there. We've got a sensitive one. Come on. This is actually taking kind of a while to download. Are there some towers down or something? I mean, it should all be okay. We just had Killjoy fix some yesterday or the day before. Actually, yeah, there's a couple down. Okay, and that means the cowl might have failed. We'll send you out a little later. I'm not super comfortable putting you out in the dark, especially since we are in the end game and things are going to be coming at us unexpectedly. Very unexpectedly. This is so ominous. For all we know, this could be a very, very long way down. We didn't have the luxury of getting to watch the camera fall. But those things, actually, those things look like they might be giving off heat. Almost like engine nozzles. What were they doing here? I was actually thinking for a while, like, what I'm supposed to do with potatoes. And it was only last night that I realized, why don't we try baking them? Oh, wait, no, wait, we can eat now? I could have sworn we couldn't eat them before. Yeah, no, I don't want to eat that, okay. So let's try doing this. If this will ever close! It's closed, but the potato somehow managed to escape. There we go. And let's set you to 15 minutes should be fine. And activate. And maybe that'll do what we need it to. I don't want to eat that. Why are you so... You'll literally eat a live roach off the floor, but you won't eat a friggin' potato. I was just gonna say, I haven't checked radar in a while, but... It actually looks like there is something going on out there. Maybe I should go have a look. I'm just not sure. There's actually a decent amount out there. I kind of think something might be going down. But look, it'll be daylight soon. We've got a signal ready. If I just queue up the next one, we should be all good to come back and finish up before the day's out, right? Have to work a little bit fast, though. I can't send Killjoy out when there's the possibility of danger, but I can certainly send myself. And this ATV should have plenty of time to charge itself up while waiting by the hole. I'm coming. So whatever it was, it would have been over in this direction. Just past Yankee, but probably further down the hill. I'm not seeing much, though. We'll know something's up when we see the save error null, but for now, whatever it was, if there was anything at all, I think we can safely call this not our issue. And with the sun rising, I guess this is the best time for us to begin our descent. Here is where we're going to pop the mother of all saves and just see if we can make it. Oh, this is going to be very, very dangerous. Oh, what are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? I honestly wasn't sure how it would react to that. Like, I didn't know if putting too much, like, downward momentum on it would cause it to break. We can take this slow. We pretty much can't miss. It can't leave our hands, because it's the half hook. But we are starting to see the material of the structure change. And for as crazy as this is, getting up is going to be even a little bit more difficult. This is something that I've been waiting a very long time to be able to do. I mean, I discovered this hole, like, many, many versions of the game ago. But perhaps it's only now that there's actually, like, something to it, or maybe I've just been missing it, I don't know. There's objects at the bottom there. But there's still so much farther to go. Wait, I think, yep! It's water. Water, which is pulling us straight down. Whoa! There's a water membrane. Somehow just suspended there. What the heck? And right here is where we get into the much meatier sides. Made from meteors, as far as I know. Come on, drop down. Don't let us... I'm worried that if we hit the wall the wrong way, that maybe we could... Nope, come on. I'm worried that if we hit the wall the wrong way while we're falling, it could kill us. Which is why I'm tossing the hook out every time we get close and not just free-falling. But of course there's quite a bit of bounce every time we do, and we gotta wait for that to settle. Oh my god. It's dizzying when we just let ourselves fall like that for a while. Look at this. It's at the point where I actually can't really hear the birds and such anymore. Now this really is reminding me of a certain staircase descent in a certain basement. It seems like when you get a certain distance away, all the colors, the light, everything just starts to, like, fade out. Ow! I don't think I stopped myself in time, but I didn't die. I wonder, could we actually have done something down there? Well, I sure am doing a whole lot of holding down W on the way back to Yankee. But what a great time to really commune with nature and all of its wonderful predators. Imagine from somebody else's perspective, like if somebody had supervised the jump, and then I just come walking up from over in this direction. Okay, so this place is haunted, no doubt about it, but what do we do with that information? Oh, hello! Huh, I was just taking a closer look. No, 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 no. Thank you. Thank you, that could have been real bad. Thank you. I was just taking a closer look to see if maybe there was like something, because I was thinking maybe I could like throw these down here and maybe like explode them to make something happen. Maybe that's what the water break is for, but either way... Oh my god. I gotta know, was me getting teleported, was that a result of me hitting too hard? Like, would I have been able to lower myself all the way? I can hear the rumble that the note we found here talked about. This game's nuts, you know that? Should we do some metal detecting in the area? You're kidding me. You're kidding me. You're kidding me. Well, that's useful. We have 3 more of these things, and somebody's trying to steal my treasure. Well, guess what? This is what I found from metal detecting. There, you can have it. Actually, no, you can't. I need it for graphics cards. I don't even have time to... Oh my god, I just got the best idea ever. Come on, let's go. Oh my god. So wait, so there should only be 1 of these things left, right? No time to worry about that. We have to send somebody on a journey. We'll see if the camera down there, which at this rate we're never getting back, but it's kind of worth the price of admission. I'm gonna have to check the wiki to see if there's anything to be done with down there. Or I can just ask you guys, actually. I think it's more fun that way. Alright, here is our plan. I know that Victor is one of the towers we need to hit. It's actually in need of repairs. I don't know about the reports. But we're gonna do that. Send Killjoy, and I'll be going there to deposit these things. So let's get ourselves... these. You get out there. Meanwhile, I could really use something to eat. You just stay under the watchful eye of your protector, who I'll leave over you at all times from now on. You can do that, just so long as you're not actually out. What horrifying little dystopias I create everywhere I tread. As long as we do this, we should be set up to complete the job today. It's still fairly early, day 45. Ah, that means 4 days left worth of events, and then it's over. But we're a little bit too invested to leave it there, as I've said many times at this stage. I think we're going to be doing this for quite a while to come. It still says there's something over there. Oh, but we've got to know, does the camera see our friend? Hard to tell. Meanwhile, let's just unwind with some kitty yogurt. Nom. There we go. And we'll head out for ourselves. Oh, let's see how our rig is doing, actually. Already 109 points since, like, last night. I mean, that's not bad at all. Look at you two, unlikely pals, holding down the fort together. I like to imagine you can accept and return change. This is why you're Employee of the Month, Zim. You know how to use your noodle and distribute labor. As for this company that I work for, whoever they're supposed to be, the government, I don't know. They have no idea how to distribute labor. That scared the crap out of me, because it's not a sight I'm used to seeing. But anyways, let's head for Victor. Uh-oh, I hope that wasn't Killjoy running into some kind of trouble. And we do still have contacts on radar, don't forget. But there's also explosive mushrooms, which I really feel people ought to know about. You know, as like a public safety precaution. There were some right there. Now I have a lot of interest in whatever this thing is. I'm actually starting to think, because it's weird, there's like regular concrete that goes down a ways, and then it turns into some, like, alien material, or at least as far as I can tell. And I'm not quite sure why that would be the case. did we initially dig into these things? Maybe after, like, ground-penetrating radar or something detected something down there? Okay, here we are, and I am very excited to deposit our findings. Now, where did we find these today? We found one at the hole. We found one pretty much right behind the hole. There you are, right on schedule. So, wait, where was the third, then? I actually don't remember. We found it early in this episode, I think. But anyway, we can go yep, and yep, and yep, and that leaves only one more. Thank you, Killjoy. But not thank you for leaving that on the ground where I very easily could have missed it. God, it blended in. I'm also going to send you to fix servers because one of the ones you need to fix is right over the hill there. There you go. You gotta keep them busy, you know? Yeah, hey, good work! Now I'm starting to think, what should our next move be? It's actually about time to end the episode. So maybe this would be a good spot to leave it. Well, of course, once Killjoy's done. Oh, there you are. Meanwhile, though, I am heading for home. My God. Look at that, it's actually lined up perfectly in the window. Oh, I became an Arrow Scarecrow. See, that thing did have a use. It was all building up to something. I knew it would pay off. Security team is certainly getting varied these days, isn't it? Howdy, bud. I had forgotten how much you like to jump scare me. After the whole Wisp situation, it's been a while since we were both actively out here working together. But come home. We have earned ourselves a rest, I think. But we've still got a couple more mysteries we've got to solve. We're tied now between the skulls and the tiles. One of each remain to be found. Regulation is not going to stand in the way of us defending ourselves. Alright, so if we grab you... Safety Glock is now in our arsenal. I mean, I doubt it actually does anything, but you get the idea. Yeah, you give me some lip now? See what I do in response. Don't tell her it doesn't work. But anyways, we have our stuff ready to go out for the day. And let's listen to this unknown. Red static noise and nothing on the visualizer. Is that how it's supposed to be? It doesn't seem to be... I can't seem to change it, so I guess so. What the heck? We may not have been able to understand words in that, but it definitely looks angry. Why did I go and get another drive? Whatever. Point is, you get in there. We need to build up our good boy points, of course. And we need to earn ourselves some more good boy points by getting another GPU. More. That brings our total to 5 GPUs, or a 1,200 credit investment into this. And it seems like our temperature is still holding strong, so that's very, very nice. And I kind of feel like sending out our trash. I want to know. I mean, we'll never know unless we do it independently. But I kind of want to know how much those mushrooms we've been picking up are actually worth. I mean, we don't have too many, but maybe enough to influence the price a little bit. Yeah, just send out our 6 mushrooms, 12 roaches, and 59 garbage bags. What a guy, this Dr. Kell. That thing out there is still there, and it's holding steady, which means that eventually we're just gonna go get it. We're gonna remember the coordinates and use our map and not just head off in that general direction. But in the meantime, oh, we've got another unknown. Things just keep managing to delay me here. So let's take you out first, start processing, and give you, sir, a listen. Oh man, it feels like we're on the verge of so many things, you know? So many things that I don't quite know how to put the pieces together yet. But man, I don't know. And besides being at the end of the events, there's also, like, so many mysteries we're about to solve, and so many things that feel like they weren't here before and they're here to stay now, both from outside and within. Oh! Okay, I guess there's still one more thing in it for this episode. Camera. Other camera. What do we see? What do we see? Oh, you ruined my sauna. Good job, guys. I worked really hard on that. Ahti, sorry, you're gonna have to drown a little bit. We can pause. There's nothing else out there. Excuse me? That's it? You want to run that by me again? Literally just a drive-by trashing. Are you serious? Oh, it actually knocked out power to the panels. Maybe something didn't like us listening in on it. It actually happened, it actually happened right as we did the thing. Right as we got it set up. Okay, so there doesn't appear to have been a thing down. Where is this light coming from? Oh, it's maybe from our sauna? But okay, a transformer isn't down. Should be good, because I just reset them all. Zim? Oh no, it was knocked down. Thankfully, Tattletale was here to keep things in order. Good job. Oh, this is so... Okay, that's prop noise, but it sounded far too much like an otherworldly hiss. Hang on. Zim, what would you do without your faithful partner? There you go. Come on. There we go. Okay, is everybody alright? Need to make sure of that. That's the important thing at this moment. I mean, besides poor Ahti in the sauna. That could be why. There we go. Start downloading. Okay, we're not leaving until we figure out what that is, although given the rusted look and the dishes all over it, that could be one of ours. Well, obviously not assuming that whatever just happened is because we intercepted you. Oh my. You know what? Now would probably be a pretty good time to try and use that mystery scary signal. I mean, hey, that might as well get payoff in this episode. Last episode was kind of short. Might as well do something new with this one, right? By new, I mean be longer. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. I've been recording for so long. A level 2. A level 2 from the river. I like to imagine at this moment that there's a duckbill on the back of my head that I now have to turn around to the front. Oh, wait. Hang on, wait! Did something break? I think we might have blown up the deer skull. Huh. Maybe that's why this thing was here, you know? Maybe it was here to kill that thing and end the evil once and for all. The goddess of the lake brought it to the shore in order to dispel that... Okay. Well, we lost our thing. Oh wait, never mind, here it is. So what broke then? Hey! Wow, the clock ended up stuck the landing right up here. That's amazing. And hilarious. I'm just trying to sort out everything that's been annihilated. Well, anyway, you're done now. Let's see what you have to say. Something's trying to communicate, but... Well, it's not that I'm not listening, but I simply don't understand. I don't understand a lot of things, but if there's anything we learn from Dr. Kell, it's that you don't have to understand things to make rash decisions. Let's send this out. 5 signals. Should ensure our good boy points for the week. And just be done with it, man. Meanwhile, I'm very curious as to what happened to the drive rack that I had just put back up. So many things knocked over. Could it actually be that it was the drive rack containing all those drives that just broke? 'Cause if so, that'd be a little bit of a pickle. But at least we already sent out what we need for the day, but man. Oh no, never mind. Eerie got a hold of it. Can we trust any of these not to do the same from now on? Find out next time on Voices of the Void. What's that, Chris? You're done recording and you'd like to go to bed? Best I can do is completely annihilating your base twice, although one of those wasn't the alien's fault, to be fair. Then again, I don't actually know that. Point is, we have so much to think about, and I am certainly gonna need your help to decide on the best course of action. Especially with regards to where we're gonna find the last tile and skulls. Next time we'll look into all that and more, but until then, if you like this video, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more creepy and comfy content. If you have any ideas for other videos you think I should do, the best place to suggest that will be at the Discord, which I will link in the description. If you want to try this game out for yourself, that link will also be in the description. If you want to support me on Patreon, that link will be in the description. And as always, I will see you in the next one. The thing down here is gone, and there's a thing up here now. The constant presence of things is getting a little bit scary, not gonna lie.